Mm. We need to come together. For a long time, I wasn't able to come on here and talk because I was like, man, I gotta make a perfect video, or I'm socially anxious, stuff like that. But I started live streaming, talk to people like me, realize I'm not alone, and I also realized I gotta do something, because this world ain't sunshine and rainbows, and like if you suffer, like if you're from a different country, like the people starving, then and you came over to America, I guarantee you, like 9 out of 10, more than 9 out of 10, you're gonna help the people over in your country that are suffering because you know how bad it is. Um, like people who are all happy, like most people in America, they're just they're happy. I mean, I'm not saying happiness is a bad thing, but like I mean, they don't do anything about people who are suffering, Like I mean, it's selfish, really, Like we just sit here with all this gifts. We take it for granted, we say our lives suck, we complain, you know, and we see other people suffering, and we don't care, or we may say we care, but we don't do anything, like we have to change things, because suffering is worse. Okay, for example, um people in America, if you compare the suffering of people in different countries to America, like um, they suffer way more than we are happy, Our happiness doesn't compare to their suffering at all. Like it's not worth it. So like you sitting there and being happy and stuff like that, it's not um worth it to them, Like we gotta do something. Also, um, like a lot of people just trust the system and stuff, and like for example, what happened to George Floyd? It's stupid. It's not a race thing. Well, it is to the cop, yeah, most likely. What it is like the people, they don't come together and go against the government, if I mean I don't understand why the people in jail, um I believe that a lot of laws are stupid, and this is why I hate cops, because they ruin people's lives over selling weed, or smoking weed, or a lot of people do stuff illegally because they have to make money because they poor, and then they throw people in lives. They sit in their happy homes, they don't suffer, because they're rich, they're not poor, so they don't understand, so they go arrest people who are poor, who try to make money, or smoke weed, because it's not immoral to smoke weed, um, and like they just don't care, you know. Like I think it's a sin to sit here and do nothing while that person who killed George Floyd walks this earth, Like think about it. The system has killed JFK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X Tentacion, more. Like there's a lot of people that got killed because they was speaking truth. I mean, Nipsey Hussle, like it's it's too real to be false, you know. And the stuff I'm talking about right now, they would consider that conspiracy theories. Just like if it's against the government, it's considered a conspiracy theory. No, I'm not stupid. Most people I guess, are. I'm not here to be your enemy. I'm not here to make fun of you. But for example, a lot of people they have excuses. They say, "Oh, well, I mean, God said it was okay to discriminate this form of life, you know, so I'm gonna do it. You know, it's fine. God said it." No, no form of suffering is fine. You know, none whatsoever. And you're not gonna get into hell if you cause suffering. I guarantee you. God in the Bible who causes suffering and stuff like that, you know, he doesn't exist. It's not real. Because how can an all-powerful God who he considers himself good, you know, all-powerful, you know, that's sexist. No, he ain't he don't exist. But an all-powerful God, which he said he created the earth perfectly, but Satan, you know, ruined it for him or whatever, you know, with corruption or whatever, or humans, you know, were imperfect or whatever. Um, that he blames it on them, you know, say, oh, that's where evil came from. No, evil came from him. He's all powerful, you know, he's able to he knows about the past, present, future, what could happen, what will happen. He controls everything. So if he controls everything, you know, he could have stopped evil from existing. Or no, it's not just that he could stop. You know, he created it. He created everything. Apparently, if he's all powerful, either he doesn't exist, he's not all powerful, or people are just making excuses to do bad things. Which is, if it doesn't make you mad, then it should.